College football overtime is an extra period of time used to determine a winner of a game when the score is tight at the end of regulation. During college football overtime, the teams will each get one possession at the opponent's 25-yard line, and the team that scores more points during that possession will be named the winner. If the score remains tight after each team has had their possession, the teams will play additional oftentimes until the score is no longer tied. The teams will alternate possession each overtime period, meaning the team that had possession first in the first overtime period will possess second in the second overtime period. During overtime, teams have the right to attempt a two-point conversion after a touchdown is scored. If the teams remain tight after the first overtime period, teams will have to go for two-point conversions in order to be declared the winner. Overtime rules in college differ slightly from the NFL overtime rules. The biggest difference being that the NFL's overtime period consists of only one 15-minute period, while college football overtime consists of multiple possessions. During college overtime, the ball is moved to the 10-yard line starting in the third overtime period. Additionally, both in college and the NFL, the teams can choose to attempt a field goal if they are not confident in getting the touchdown or the two-point conversion. The game in college football can be won by a total of 3 points, while the NFL requires the team to win by a total of 7 points. The key to college football overtime is to keep the opposing team out of the end zone and prevent them from scoring 8 points in order to win the game. Similarly, the key to winning in the NFL is to prevent the opposing team from scoring 6 points. During college football overtime, the defensive team can end the game with a defensive score. This means if the defensive team intercepts the ball or recovers a turnover, they can score a touchdown and end the game. The NFL does allow for the defense to score, but it only ends the game if the team is trailing in the score at the time. Other than the differences in the number of offensive possessions, some other slight variations in the rules exist between the two levels of football. College football overtime states that during extra periods timing rules are in effect, while the NFL does not use timing rules. This means that in college overtime, teams may only have 40 seconds to snap the ball once the ball has been spotted ready for play. In the NFL, the 40-second clock only begins once the offensive team declares their intentions. Overtime in college is also stopped on an incomplete pass, while in the NFL the clock will not stop after an incomplete pass. These slight rule discrepancies make a difference when it comes to which team ends up walking away the winner in these situations. Overall, college football overtime allows for both teams to get a chance to put points on the board and end the game in the extra time period. Both levels of football use the same general skills, but the slight rule differences can mean the difference in winning or losing in overtime. Teams must be prepared to score points in the bonus time, and be able to adjust to the different rules of each level in order to come out on top.